I'm Scooter Dorn. Along with me, my friends Quode and Slayer. John Pulp may
Hi,
join us later. I don't know. None of
comes
us
back
know.
from the dead.
He was here about 30 minutes ago, but he just kind of dropped off the grid and we don't know what happened to him.
He's like
So
Elvis. He left the building.
we're changing up the way we're doing this now. We're not posting on Podcast Machine anymore, I don't think anyway.
Yeah, they
Are
don't
we?
like us.
We
It's
might.
just it's gotten to be too difficult. We're not getting enough traffic through there. We're gonna post the podcast on YouTube now under the Virtual Psychosis name on YouTube. So you just that's the channel name, Virtual Psychosis, and we'll even
Yep.
post a pre-show and an after show. We'll get into all that probably later. But first,
Kids, you don't want to watch that. It's not safe for work or kids. Well, maybe safe for kids.
well,
Maybe.
listening, dude. Okay, first of all, I'm screen capping this, so there's nothing on my
Um.
screen. It's not like I've been on Pornhub this entire time. Wouldn't it be great if I was?
Hey, mommy, what's German dungeon porn?
Hey, no, that was once. That was once. Okay,
It was one time.
getting back on topic here. So, speaking of topics, let's get to our first one. Games that we've played this week. And by games we mean game because we've all been playing Payday 2 pretty regularly this
For
week.
the most part,
It's yeah. I
It's an
mean,
absorbing experience.
I wouldn't just say absorbing. It's more like one of those dealios where we have um one person, i.e., me, who's the clear noob of the group. Then you have the other two who clearly know what they're doing and have played the game and thought it'd be funny to troll me on a couple things. um, wow.
Uh,
we've had our moments.
oh
We've had our
yeah.
moments,
It's been fun.
but
Surprisingly, you guys had this game for how long, and you're just getting into it now?
okay, don't judge me, but I've probably had it since I would say like February. It went on sale sometime in February or
Yeah.
January.
I've had it before then, but not much before then. Actually, you know what? I got it around February-ish too, now I think about it.
Yeah. But anyways, as somebody who's just recently started playing the game, I know that I'm way behind on the Payday hype. But I figure that since it's a game that I've put in, well, hang on, let me just look up the statistic for you.
I've put over 100 hours.
As somebody who only started playing this week and has put in 43 hours on this game, I think it's fair to say that the game definitely has some things going for it. The biggest items that it has to offer is the
The heist
unique
experience.
outlook, the heist experience. It gives you that. What is it like to have to go through the stages? You have to plan a heist. Like, is it going to be a heist where you go in guns a blazing? Is it going to be a heist where you try to sneak around? You know, I'm not going to lie and tell you that it's uber realistic or that the AI are on point because if you ask,
AI is not on point.
if
No
you ask
one,
any
any
heister,
anyone who plays Payday 2 even a little bit knows that none of the AI is on point.
right? However, the what it lacks in AI development and quote unquote realism, it more than makes up for in arcade fun, community building, and that satisfying they have a lot of achievements and item rewards for
And the
grinding.
clutch plays.
And the clutch plays. Yes, the clutch plays.
Yeah.
Speaking of grinding, I just want to take a moment to brag. I
Oh
finished
god.
I finished those chivos that I was hunting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You see, I got
Explain
the
them.
I have the sniper DLC pack for the game. I actually have all the DLC for the game except for the big bank heist DLC. But for the sniper DLC, to get attachments for your sniper rifles, normally what you do to get attachments for weapons is you unlock
Hope.
them after a mission. You have one of three cards. You choose a card, and a weapon mod might be underneath that card, and you'll get a
Normally,
random one
before
if you.
you choose the card, you jerk off and pray to whatever god you believe in that the card you click isn't gonna be a shitty pattern.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, basically, either you get a cool weapon attachment or you're making a basket for the crew. That's how it works.
Anyway, yeah, basically. So anyway, but that's not how it works for for the sniper rifle attachments. For the sniper rifle attachments, you have to unlock achievements to do those. So I was working towards some specific ones, and I've got four achievements in one mission today. Two of them were
GG.
sniper achievements, and the other one was one of those gauge package achievements, which is a different DLC. So I
Ooh.
unlocked a shite ton of gear today.
So what was the gamer score in total?
There's no gamer
Okay.
score. Anyway,
Yeah, PC.
anyway. But what happened is I was farming the double kill achievement on 4 stores,
You almost had
which
me make a mental breakdown when we were trying to help you do that crap.
oh dude, I wasn't but that wasn't the double kills. That was zipline kills and that
That
was a
was
pain in the
zipline kills.
ass in and of itself. But anyway, so I was going for double kills to get the silencer, and then I was also I needed to get a triple kill to get the triple kill achievement to get a sight upgrade. So I got with the same set of kills, I got the triple kill and double kill achievements unlocked because
Wow.
I had lined it up perfectly to where I was strafing and I shot at just the right moment, and it took all 3 of them down, and just up in the corner of my screen, both the achievements popped up. And I'm like, oh my god, yes, Slayer was there. I was raging. I was not raging, but I was like, I was freaking out. I was like, yeah. And then I got the
And I'm
gauge,
sitting here,
and
level
then I got the,
73 is not amused.
and then I got the gauge. I got the gauge weapon pack achievement, which is Blue Eagle, and that gave me a bunch of awesome attachments, including the military laser sight, which I put on my LMG. And then I got
Can't aim for shit on the LMG. Not gonna lie.
I don't even know what the other Achivo I got was, but I did get another Chivo. But I don't really that one doesn't really matter.
It's not
Maybe-
nearly as cool as the triple.
Dude, well, and it's not just getting the triple kill, it's getting and the double kill in the same mission, it's getting them at the same exact time.
True. True.
I
Did
wished
you
I was I
360?
wished I was record Oh yeah, dude, I 360'd, I jumped up and down. I jumped 360'd and fired before I hit the ground.
Did you
Yeah.
did you silent shot them or what?
Dude, I not only did I do that, but I did that while taking a swig from a 2 liter in one hand and eating a burger in the other hand and controlling the mouse and keyboard with my mind.
What
Nah,
a-
it's got no. It's drinking a 2 liter Mountain Dew while with a blunt in your mouth.
No.
True.
While eating Doritos, yes.
Oh,
And
man.
listening to dubstep.
Yep.
Dubs.
Amen.
Get the dubstep ready.
Oh, God.
Buddy. No, but for real, like Suk Madik. I mean, what?
Yeah, anyway.
Ah,
So, going back to that. But yeah, it's a
So-
lot of fun. Payday 2 is a riot and a half.
definitely a riot. I will say this: it's unique in the aspect that you get that MMO feeling because there's all these different players that are playing it, But at the same time, you're more than capable of handling the game by yourself. You can play it and do the heist solo. It's got that it's got that unique feel about it. Like if you do it by yourself, you feel like that much more of a badass, and whatever method you choose to succeed in the heist.
Yeah,
whether
even
it
though the
be-
AI backup does jack all besides shooting and acting as
cloak shields.
Word,
Cloaker
word,
shields.
word to the wise. Word to the wise. When the Mio energy bottle says always dilute, heat it.
always dilute.
Damn,
Wait,
that was
wait.
strong.
Oh,
I just
The
drank
Mi-
straight Mio.
ooh, GG. And before kidney stone, dude, you're probably gonna piss syrup like you're some like Candyland fountain, like doing.
Dude,
chocolate
I didn't
fondue,
even
like
I didn't even put that much. I sprayed a little bit. I like squirted a little bit into my mouth just to see what happened.
you squirted a little bit in your mouth. Did you now?
Oh yeah,
Did it
dude.
taste good?
Dude,
Was it
dude.
salty, my
So
friend?
I want you to know, I removed my
Mhm.
bottom 2 ribs so I could give myself a blowjob.
Not worth it. I mean, what?
No, worth it.
I also had some of my internal organs shifted around.
Can confirm. Was at the surgery.
I was the nurse, so I can confirm that as well.
Oh, can you now?
Oh, I just handed the doctor the the roofies. I mean, what? What?
Well, remember it was a shady black market.
So is
doctor,
that why
I
I'm
mean,
missing
what?
a kidney?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're missing a kidney? I had absolutely no
Oh,
idea.
get it off eBay! Get it off eBay!
Hold on. Okay, it's off eBay. Good, GG. Good work.
Yeah.
Good looking
yeah.
eye.
What up? It's your boy Trey Songz. I'm rocking.
But no, for real. As far as the rest of the gameplay is concerned, a few people and when I say a few people, I mean there's some people who prefer the original Payday better.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I kind of like the longevity that Payday 2 has. I mean, the game's been out for over a year now,
And it's still going
and
strong, and it has a growing growing player base.
yeah, and it's just one of
Yeah.
those games that I think once they really showed that they were in it for the long haul and they were gonna continue with the updates, I think that it kind of rewarded players for their loyalty. You know, it's like,
Well,
we're still gonna look
it
after
does.
you
Every
guys.
time the Steam community on Payday 2 reaches a certain number, all the members of the community get like rewards,
Heists, extra content.
weapons, like the
Mask.
judge.
Now,
The
I will
judge.
say,
Give me the judge.
I will say, as good as the community is on Steam, console Payday I've heard is not that great.
Hmm.
Is it?
Considering that
Yeah, I've heard that as
Overkill
well.
considering that Overkill has been trying to bring their updates and such, and Sony and Microsoft just
Cock
for
blocking
whatever
them.
reason don't like them. Yeah, pretty much cock blocking them.
Really?
That's the reason it's not as updated as
Sony
Payday is.
and Microsoft.
Hi.
PC Gaming Master Race for the win.
Yes.
Yes, Lord
PC
Gaming Master
PC gaming.
PC Gaming Master Race.
And
Cobra!
and all the console players are like, thwarted.
Yes.
Oh,
Just thwarted.
again.
Just curse you, G.I. Joe.
Oh man. I'm not gonna lie though. Although I wasn't really a huge fan of the like the model, the action figures back growing up. Once I saw the cartoons, I kind of got into that franchise, the GI Joe franchise.
Dude, I have so many. I still have my G.I. Joe action figures, man. Dude,
See, I feel like
I
action
played-
figures were like
I played with action
ahead.
figures until I was like 17. Not gonna
really?
lie.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
like
man.
well, in a way it makes sense because action figures were like the original visual representation of like PvP. If you think about it, like
Yeah.
if you consider PvP as it stands in video
Except it
games
was so
currently.
rigged.
True, you had those each franchise, each like whether it was Warhammer, whether it was GI Joe,
Oh, Warhammer. Ah,
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
God,
Miniatures.
Warhammer. I think the miniatures. Yeah, I think that was like the first hardcore. Well, actually, Dungeon Dragons might have it beat as far as oldest goes.
Well, okay. Well, Dungeons and Dragons has a big miniatures community, but not as big as Warhammer, I'd imagine. Because see,
Yeah, well.
Warhammer has a pen and paper RPG aspect, and then it has its miniatures aspect, and they're kind of separated.
That's true. That is true. That's a good point.
I know this because I've played Warhammer 40,000 pen and paper RPG campaigns.
Oh, see, I've not done that.
We
I
should
have-
in a
we should
basement.
we should sometime. We should get like a
to
group
be
together.
honest, I'm actually a huge fan of Warhammer 40K. The books, at least, I've read quite a few of the books.
Yeah.
My favorite series include the Ravener omnibus and the Gaunt's Ghost novels.
Oh yes,
Absolutely
I have
love-
all of those.
Love those books.
Yes.
Slayer probably feels a little left out, but
Yeah,
let me
I'm
let me
too
put
young.
this in perspective. Let me put this in perspective for all of the people who maybe are younger or maybe they're just older and living under a rock in terms of
Sci-fi and
this
shit.
sci-fi. in
Great
general.
Depression, man. Not everyone
Warha-
could afford a house.
Warhammer 40K is to Star Wars what Batman: The Dark Knight is to Batman and Robin Forever.
Yeah.
Like Warhammer 40K is like the much darker rendition of a futuristic sci-fi universe, and instead of the Empire losing to the Rebel Alliance, the Empire came out on top, but not because of force powers, although there's many different elements to it. Like let me be clear, there are quote-unquote force-like powers.
There are mystical. There are mystical
They're
elements.
mystical based. Yeah, there's mystical elements and technology elements that blend together. And
Like
it's
all the
quite-
chaos tech.
Oh yes, dude. Not gonna lie, if I was in Warhammer 40K, chaos all the way. I mean, not to sound like I'm some World of Warcraft faggot, but Oh, sorry, did not mean to let that one slip.
Oh
But,
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, shots
The
fired.
Well, there goes the 3 subscribers we had. They said, "Wow."
Yeah, we
The
just
shots
lost
came
it. We just
out.
lost one of our 3 like regular listeners because they were like,
Right?
"Oh, I cannot stand this insult. How dare they
Well, I
insult
will
Lord?
say, Mr.
How-
T was a pretty solid WoW character, so.
How dare they insult my World of Warcraft?
No, but
I must now
but for
go
real.
and write angry YouTube comments.
Oh God, let's not
Zig
get into angry
Warcraft!
YouTube
Zig
comments.
Warcraft! Zig Warcraft!
Warcraft. But
Heil
yeah.
Blizzard!
I'm still waiting for a Warhammer 40k movie. Hollywood.
Yeah, there goes all the fan base
No,
of
they
Warhammer 40k
they need no,
once
dude,
Hollywood gets it.
They need to do HBO needs to do a Gaunt's Ghost miniseries.
Oh yeah. HBO. Hello. Credit idea right here.
I don't
Us-
have cable,
us.
though.
No,
Right here.
listen. No, just hear me out. Game of Thrones can't last forever. I've already read the last book.
You want to
Start-
spoil everything?
You Gaunt's
No, I'm kidding.
Ghosts!
Do go.
Quote, if you would like
Yo.
to spoil some stuff so I can get the death threats off me, that'd be nice.
Nah. Because you see, here's the thing about spoilers. Never spoil something unless you're getting paid to do it, or if you're gonna get laid to do it. Words of wisdom. Quote hour.
Oh my
Hashtag
god.
it.
Good at something, never
Hashtag.
do it for free. Except these guys don't pay me for making jokes, so.
Okay.
Oh. Ooh,
Ouch.
cold. Well, talk
Stone
about.
cold.
If we're gonna talk about.
I love
jokes,
you guys, though. That's why I'm doing it for free.
True. And you know what? Love has its own reward, even if it's brotherly love. I mean,
You know what I'm saying, quote.
wait. Cue the sexy music.
No, it's a.
Oh,
No, 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 no. Hold on. I got it.
Wow. Sounds like you're fapping.
Okay.
Let's-
Oh
let's go.
yeah.
Hold up.
No.
Wait.
Cool. No, then the Wild Westboro Church appears and ruins all our
Ooh.
fun.
What did you say?
What did you
I-
say?
I
They're
said.
taking the hobbits to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. To
Oh, God,
Isengard. God.
God. Dude, can you imagine? Like, if I. Oh, dude.
That's right. Welcome to Virtual Psychosis, where we quote ancient viral hits on YouTube.
Dude. No. Hobbits to Isengard. That sounds like the best sitcom of all time. Like, the endless journey of the hobbits going to Isengard. Like, could you imagine? It'd be like the perfect
Hobbits to
psychedelic show.
Heisenberg.
Yes, the
I am
hobbits
the
are going to
danger.
Heisenberg.
They're taking the hobbits to Heisenberg. No, and instead of what did you say? It's I am the danger.
I am the danger.
So
What did you say?
No, wait.
no. Instead of what did you say? It's I am the danger. So it'd be like they're taking the hobbits to Isengard instead of or to or no,
Heisenberg.
they're taking the meth to Heisenberg. What? I am the danger. Remix. Remix. It's happening.
I am the danger.
Knock the door.
Yes.
That reminds me of the Why Is the Rum Gone remix.
Oh God. Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to be talking about PvP mechanics?
I think we were, but we got really.
There-
This is
Rip
so much more
clock hour.
entertaining. This is so much
I know,
more
right?
entertaining.
Right?
Rip clock hour.
Rest in peace, clock hour. Well, actually,
my
not that bad. We only backtracked 2 minutes. So, for those of you who are wondering why we just threw that in there, we actually had a couple encounters, and when I say a couple encounters, I mean we've all played video games that are based off of player versus player interactions, where you're basically killing other players, whether it's for their loot or just to say you did it. You're going to be killing players. But we were actually playing. We were actually playing as most people, well, who know us know, we're pretty fond of a game called Insurgency, which is a tactical shooter. Now, the
Iraq
reason why
Simulator, you mean?
no,
That's why I'm not
ISIS.
going to Iraq ever, because that's the
ISIS.
same experience.
It's ISIS Simulator now, except
Oh,
without
yeah.
the airstrike that's happening. Oh, see ya, ISIS. All right, sorry, I had to get that in there. Shots
I'm not
fired.
paying your ransom, just saying.
Okay.
Ugh.
Anyways, so.
I thought
PvP
we had more
mechanics.
men.
What are you doing? Run!
Yeah.
The
Just,
sacrifice will be remembered!
they're in Charlie. They're taking Charlie.
You're the only one that's left. God. The memories. A lot of snack bars.
That's usually what we scream. That's our battle cry.
I don't.
A lot of-
I'm like, just, I don't do that. I don't. I just am kind of like,
Well,
man.
You guys
well, yeah,
have
'cause you don't like
fun.
immersion. You don't know. You don't like to
Damn.
feel like you're the character you're playing
ouch,
as.
ouch. I'm
Damn.
sorry. Ow, I'm
You
sorry
just
that.
don't feel
truth.
it.
Yeah, I'm
Code
sorry.
and I, we feel it. We
We
get
do feel
into it.
We be
I mean, I
feel
put
it.
on a.
We be
I
feel
mean, I
it.
put on a shamag when I play
A
Insurgency.
shamagaha. It's a shamagaha. I know. I own
The
two of them.
Shamagaha. Anyways,
Doesn't matter.
so
So that PvP.
that fucking PvP though.
I will
No.
say the thing that
Yeah,
Call
the
of Duty
spike and
does
the
have
volume
for
right
it
there.
is that
Ooh. Good times.
you can legally kill 12-year-olds. I will say that much.
This is true. Even though you're doing it virtually, you
Although your
really
best
are
bet for that is the
slaying
newest,
12-year-olds.
whatever the newest Call of Duty game is. Oh, zing! Shot
Ooh.
fired.
Yeah, because their
Zynga.
mom buys them some hacks, so they're
True.
unkillable.
Unkillable.
Lies and a half.
Now, there's, I don't know, man. There's so many games that rely on like turn-based PvP, real-time PvP, shooter PvP, hack and slash PvP, like, and then you have
Mortal
all of the
Kombat.
fantasy ones.
Mortal Kombat!
No, but no, but you have all of the different games that boast like these awesome PvP things, but it's really about the individual performance, really. Like if you like we were just talking about Call of Duty,
Or
you know,
Hawken.
although
Even Hawken.
even Hawken, true. Like, you know, you can have a good team, true enough, but the majority of the battles are 1v1s, you know. But it's
War
just,
Thunder
you know,
is another good example of this.
yeah, because I mean, you could
Pay to win.
theoretically go for the same,
No, it's
you know, you
not.
can
I
go
was
for the same
joking.
targets, but I mean, it's really all about the 1v1 aspect of it. Like, it's not like you can just okay, I should rephrase this. You cannot effectively just go after the same person without either getting in your teammates' way and or hurting your teammates if you're playing a game that does team damage.
Well, the other thing is an insurgency. You don't know who you're shooting on the other team. You just know you're shooting someone on the other team.
Right.
So if
And
you
that's
and that prevents like vendettas from happening where you see a certain person's gamer tag and it gives you what I call vengeance tunnel vision,
yeah.
where they killed you twice in the last round and you're pissed. So you want to GG no rematch them, but then you end up
True.
getting tunnel vision and you end up becoming a detriment to your team because you're so focused on killing one player.
You don't focus on the objective.
I've seen it happen in real life when I play paintball or when I played laser tag at a place upstate from where I live
yeah.
now.
They have gamer tags on paintball? Damn.
No,
They
but
have
they have like certain people who like are really good on the other team, and you'll get all these people on our team who are like, oh, I want to get the prestige of taking out their best player. So they'll end up getting just wiped out because they'll see that guy and they'll gun for him instead of gunning for like the guy who's like 3 trees over who's an easier target, or the guy who's lining up a beat on them right then and they're not paying attention. And when you have 3 people going after one person, it's your resources are being very.
You're being torn.
Yeah,
and
that's the
not
whole
in an
reason I
effective way.
flank in paintball is because I caused the other team to wrap up more resources trying to get me out of their backfield so that my teammates can push forward faster.
Well, and that's how it should be. And in terms of like playing, no, I say playing the objective.
And
I
that's
mean,
how
like,
you play
attempting to
Insurgency
slay.
basically.
That's yeah, well that is like if you've seen me play Insurgency, the way that I play is because Insurgency has such a, I don't want to say vibrant map system, but because it has such a healthy balance of cover and open areas to work with, and they do have some corridors. Don't get me wrong, you know, because what's a shooter without a nice corridor to just load up bodies and throw grenades and shit? You know, it's not just all open field, but if you can find the right blend of path, vantage, and cover, you know, it's so easy to come up behind the enemy team and just kill them because they're completely unaware. Most people get that tunnel vision because they're like, okay, I see people in front of me. Okay, I know they're there.
I
I know
see
they're
dead
there.
people.
I see dead people. I just need to wait for him to pop his head out, and then me or somebody else who's possibly flanked opposite of me comes up either to their side on their blind side or right behind them and just kills them. And that's how. I mean, that's just how it is. Like it's tough. Like you gotta be aware of that. But you're right though. That PvP aspect is a lot. I think that's why we enjoy PvP in any game like Insurgency, where the community is laid back but still aggressive. Because like any
Basically, where
shooter,
they're not completely raging out every time you kill them, or they're
right,
not reaming out their team for sucking, that kind of thing,
right,
without
because
Even
without
that's
though,
without providing
even
any.
though I do that to quote every time he gets MVP, I call him out on hacks. But making fun of that, making fun of those things, it's kind of fun. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
is the oh, I mean, I feel like most games that attempt PvP these days are games that shouldn't try to just cookie cut. Like they believe that PvP is about let's cram a bunch of people in this area, and some games will be like let's have them try to do this objective, or let's try to have one team do this objective and the other team defend, or something like that.
A shining
And
example of this, a couple shining examples, actually three that I can think of off the top of my head. Kind of older examples, but they're recent enough that most people will know about them. Far Cry 3
mm,
did not need a multiplayer. It has a solid single player. And if you have
yeah,
a solid single player, I understand that they wanted to put a multiplayer in because they wanted other people to, do the multiplayer, but like almost everyone I know who plays that game does not play the multiplayer at all.
yeah, and
And
Wait,
that's
no
not
one plays a
strong suit.
multiplayer? Dude, I'm an active community member in that multiplayer. Dude,
well, you didn't tell me
don't
that.
trash, dude. That
You didn't tell me that before now. Now that you're telling me
Oh,
this, I now know someone who does.
dude, 4 people online's been the most I've seen. The past few weeks.
GG.
GG, your mic.
Yeah, GG. I thought it was me for a second. I was about to
I was
freak
like,
out.
oh wait, he's back.
You what?
Okay, we thought your mic GG'd
Yeah.
because you
You
cut
were like,
off.
How
But
does the
cut
mic
off.
go GG?
and then my next two examples are Max Payne 3 and Tomb Raider, the newest one.
Oh God.
Tomb Raider?
Yeah, Tomb
Wait,
Raider has
wait,
fucking
the newest-
multiplayer.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Explain.
I was
Skip the other one.
I
I
was
didn't care
I
about
was
the
I
other
was
one.
in the I was
Explain.
in the menu and I saw multiplayer and I'm like, the fuck is this shit? I haven't played it yet, but I'm like, the fuck? Like
Is that?
first of all, Tomb Raider, just so you know, is QuickTime Event City.
No.
Oh really?
I think there were more
That's
QuickTime events.
disappointing.
QuickTime Event
There were more
Simulator?
yeah, QuickTime that's what I called it. It was like what was it? It was quick
Jesus.
it was quick it was Quick Tomb Event Raider was what I called it. Because in the first like was it like 15 minutes of the game? Like or
Yeah.
not even the first like the first half hour of the game. There were more QuickTime events than there were in the previous like 10 games I've played all the way through completely. AAA
That's
releases. Like
that
way
is
more, like demonstratively more. I'm like,
So basically, you watched the movie, but instead of just paying to watch the movie, you paid to watch the movie, participate in the movie, and sometimes you failed and had to restart scenes over.
well, no. This is the best way I've heard QuickTime events described is this. It's like watching a movie, except um you have to press pause you'll get a button prompt to press pause at certain points. And if you don't
Ooh.
press the pause fast enough, then you have to rewind 2 seconds and press pause again.
That's oh, that's true. That's shit, but that's true.
Because
But
because
wasn't
I
the
was
Tomb Raider games based off exploration and puzzles?
Yeah.
yeah, there's puzzles.
Most
Actually, something that I want to do as like a YouTube thing is have either of you seen Mystery Science Theater 3000? Or at
No, I
least know
have
what that
not.
is? Oh my gosh, we'll have
the
to.
hell?
You guys should look that up. It's a really old show, but basically it lampoons like really bad movies. Like they watch them, and then like these guys narrate over it. Well, they like make like snarky comments about like dialogue and stuff, and they're usually really shitty movies. Like There's like one of them's like a Godzilla movie.
Is it?
And
Okay.
Are they like making fun of those
Yeah, they're making
those
fun of
rip-off
the
films?
No, they're making fun of just movie like these bad movies in general. They like
Oh,
they'll
okay.
pick like a cheesy movie. Like I think the first one was The Crawling Eye, and they watch most of the movie. You see most of the movie with them, and you listen to them make these comments over the dialogue of the movie. They're not really narrating. You still hear the movie, but then like at certain points they'll like someone will be like they'll like do something and they or say something and they'll reply to it like I can't remember because I haven't seen it like I haven't watched it in a while. But what I
Yeah.
want to do is I want to do that with like a game like Tomb Raider, like where I screen share it with you guys
We
and
just
like
comment over it.
yeah, and I play and we just rip the shit out of this game while I'm playing it. I want to do this with
Not a
Max.
bad idea.
I want to do this with Max Payne 3 as well.
Not a bad
Now
idea.
was Tomb Raider like utter shite because of this?
I don't know. I haven't played through enough of it to like really give you a yes or no answer.
You haven't made it past all the quick time events.
Well, I'm probably about I would say maybe an hour in the game. I want to see how much I have logged into that game hours wise because it's not very much.
Looks at it, it says 32 minutes.
Oh, then that QuickTime event was actually shorter than I thought. All those QuickTime events,
Right.
like it literally throws you into QuickTime events.
Right away. Man,
Yeah,
that's disappointing though. And I say disappointing because
like
like you know.
I played
Like,
100. I played 101 minutes, so I played an hour and 40 minutes
oh, okay.
thereabout.
You see, that's kind of like it's kind of like if you've ever how we were bitching in Payday 2 about how there's no lean mechanic, like it's a
Right.
stealth game and there's no lean mechanic to look around corners. Like
Yeah,
that's something that I don't know. Like since playing Insurgency, it's been something. It's been like a technical like. It's been something
Insurgency
that
has
was.
spoiled me.
It has like it's been so easy to use like because the game just allows it to be so fluid. It's so easy to use that like I instinctively want to use it, but instead whenever I hit the button like it does
Yeah.
something stupid like it drops my weapon or it turns on a flashlight. And I'm
Or
like,
it throws a grenade in a stealth run.
And like, and that's the thing. Like, one of the best parts about Insurgency is its movement system is so fluid.
mm-hmm.
You getting from point A to point B has never felt more fluid in a shooter than that.
So true.
Because I was playing a sniper battle with one of my friends in Call of Duty. It was a 1v1 sniper battle, and quick scopes only. And
Okay,
Amen.
Okay,
And-
The
phase.
only way to play.
and we both play Insurgency. This is with Skyballer, who's one of my friends who also plays
Oh.
Insurgency, and
The
we were
baller
both
of
we
the
were both
sky.
we were both hitting the Q and E buttons trying to lean, and we couldn't lean, and we're like, ah, crap, we can't lean. And then I tried to slide, and I was like, oh no, no
Awkward.
slide mechanic. I love slide
It's like,
mechanics in games.
you-
Slide mechanics
you-
are great.
Yeah, game developers, the future of your games lies in the ability to slide. If you cannot slide, not interested. GG.
Well, what did
Dude, Crisis
wasn't Call of Duty's new selling point like it had a lean mechanic? It's like you can lean out of cover.
And
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
oh, good job, Call of Duty.
It's like
As
like
if
do
there
a slow
weren't
clap.
already yeah just there were shooters that were released like 10 years ago that have lean mechanics in them.
Yeah,
it's
they
just-
weren't streamlined, but they
It's
did
just that
have them.
everybody kind of forgot about lean mechanics in favor of QuickTime events. I don't how in sweet cherry fuck did QuickTime events become like the order of the day for the gaming industry? Because as far as
Yeah.
I can tell, nobody likes QuickTime events.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't the first like big selling video game that utilized QuickTime events? I'm wanting to say it was the Assassin's Creed, maybe. Wasn't it?
Might be.
It was one
Wait,
of them.
I will look this shit up.
Because the original Assassin's Creed came
Sasso
out.
Credo, Bodo Beto.
Borobito. The original Assassin's Creed, I remember, had quite a few stellar cinematic cutscenes that were,
Quick time
believe-
events.
yeah,
I love
Yeah,
how
like
I love
my
how the
QuickTime
YouTube community is
events.
going to see my tabs now.
right.
So they're gonna see that I watch Shaolin Showdown and Codename Kids Next Door.
What are those? JK.
One of those JK don't
All
care.
right.
No, actually, I damn well knew what Codename Kids Next Door was. Shaolin Showdown, I heard of, but never really watched.
No. All I know is that in terms of, I don't know, like, I think games that heavily utilize QuickTime events are in the wrong because they do not.
Okay.
They just don't
So
do justice.
here's the term QuickTime event is attributed to Yu Suzuki, director of the game Shenmue,
Okay.
which used the QuickTime event feature to a great degree.
Wow.
They allow for this. Okay, and listen to this statement. They allow for the game designer. This is just from the Wikipedia page. No quote or anything. This is just a line from the Wikipedia article. They allow for the game designer to create sequences of actions that cannot be expressed through the game's standard control scheme, or to constrain the player into taking one specific action at a critical moment. It's more the second, less the first.
Yeah. It's
Because every time I get a QuickTime event pop up, I feel like I'm being browbeaten into doing whatever the QuickTime event wants me to do.
Yeah.
So here's the
There's
here's the history. In the 1980s, Dragon's Lair, and I remember this because Dragon's Lair was an arcade game at my arcade,
Hmm.
and it's all QuickTime
What's an
event.
arcade?
You youthful individual, you.
I'm
That
kidding.
it,
That was my first gaming experiences were in arcades.
and this is
What?
okay. It was Dragon's Lair, Cliffhanger, and Road Blaster were interactive movie laserdisc video games that showed video clips stored on a laserdisc. This gave them graphics on par with an animated cartoon at a time when video games were composed of simple pixelated characters, but left little room for more advanced gameplay elements. Gameplay consisted of watching an animated video and pressing the correct button every few seconds to avoid seeing a circumstance-specific lost scene and losing a life, aka making you shove more quarters in the goddamn machine.
damn.
Compared to modern titles like games like Dragon's Lair would require the player to memorize the proper sequence and timing of their input, effectively making the entire game one continuous QuickTime event. Such uses were also seen as giving the player only the illusion of control, as outside of responding to QTE, there were no other commands the player could enter. Effectively, these games were considered the equivalent of watching a movie and responding every few minutes to allow it to continue. As we just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Alright, so you know how Wikipedia has all these articles on, historic events and stuff, right?
Right.
How about we edit it to make it say, what's this? This never happened. And maybe time will change itself to where QuickTime events were never made or conceived.
Well, I don't
Isn't
know.
that how Wikipedia works? It changes history. It's like a time travel. No, I'm kidding.
I wish.
We'll
travel
back in time and slay the creator of QuickTime events.
Hello, Master Shinobi.
Or
I see you have
what we really need
created
what we really need
QuickTime
to do is go back in time and find the people who the game that like everyone kind of got behind to like say this was a good idea, the developing community. And we need to be like the voices of reason and be like, "Hey, look, no. This is not the future." And we can't tell them we're from the future because they'd never believe us, but we say, "Look, in the future, think about it. Everyone will hate us." And then we explain to them why gamers hate them now, but in a future tense.
Be like, look, in the future, technology is going to allow you to better program controls to react with events as they happen, but also react with the obstacles. So we don't have to just deal with static movements and static, items. Like we can create better rhythms, better programming to actually allow the player to choose all these different paths. Like I can imagine a time where players can choose 5 different paths to beat one boss so that their gameplay has replayability or give some
I had a
element.
dream.
This is how I would go about it.
Oh my
So the
god,
guy
your
who
mic
can
quality just dropped to shit, by the way.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's because you're talking too loud or your levels aren't set right, but
Alright,
whatever.
anyways, the point is, this is what I do. The guy who conceived the idea, I'd bash his head through the glass of the window and threaten to throw him out, saying, "You think this is a game?" This
the
is
problem,
not a game.
the problem
A
is that
player having a full control
the
of the
problem,
experience is a game. This is not a
the
game.
problem with that is if you bash his head through the window, he might get lethal lacerations on his face and neck that could
Well,
kill him
good. He
before you
won't
get it.
invent it.
But
Jesus.
okay, so you start presenting an ultimatum and then you go straight to murder.
Right? No, I kind of like the thought process, but I was thinking something more sadistic. Like if you've seen the movie Seven.
Oh
Listen,
God,
you've seen the movie Seven?
I've seen the movie
So,
Seven. That's a good movie,
like,
by the way.
have him wake up, right? He wakes up and he's strapped to his chair, and in front of him is a computer screen, and on that computer screen is an endless loop of a quick time event that he can never hit the right button for, even if he hits the button it says. So every time he hits the wrong button,
He gets an electric shock.
no. He gets an ounce of food stuffed down his throat that he's going to have to swallow. And so every time he misclicks, food is just gradually stuffed down his face until he looks like a mixture of John Candy and Adolf Hitler, otherwise known by the RuneScape community as Mod Mark.
Ouch.
For those of you who don't play RuneScape, I'm sorry. I had to go in and swing at that.
Okay, so
What's a RuneScape?
with that, let's
called
get it. Let's get
Runescape.
into our next. Let's get into our next topic, which is something that Quode knows much more about than Slayer and I, which is clanning in RuneScape.
And the reason, and we shouldn't even start off from there. We should first start off by clarifying. I'm not speaking this just because that's RuneScape was the only game that I was involved with clanning for a while, but neither me, Cossack, nor Slayer have been involved in clans at an active level on any other video game. I don't believe, anyways.
I'm X-Phase.
I tried to. I
No,
tried
I'm
to.
kidding.
I tried to start a clan on Guns of Icarus Online,
Uh,
but I didn't get
See,
the
and
requisite.
that's-
I didn't get the requisite amount of members, so the clan got dropped. But
Well,
Damn.
No,
Sad day.
I'll join you.
Yeah,
Two's a company, three's an
Three's
army.
Three's an army. Yep.
Amen.
No, but and to clarify, I also don't consider teams the same
Yeah.
as clans. Like a team that's in a shooter game is not the same as a clan with its own forums and TeamSpeak and all that jazz. But
Yeah.
anyways, so for those of you who have never heard of RuneScape, RuneScape is essentially a browser-based free MMORPG where you click and do things. It starts.
Is there
events.
quick time events?
It's essentially quick time events, but
it's an
the quick
MMO
time
of quick time events.
There are...
You actually have skills that say you have a skill that increases the amount of time you have to press X not to die.
Game of the year 2015. Call
8
it
out of 8 would play again.
would play again.
Would bang the disc. I
Would
mean,
bang
what?
the dev. I mean, what?
Oh,
Ooh,
hey
it's-
now.
But,
Love you, Wild Games.
right? Ooh.
JK.
Oh,
JK, fuck off. I mean, what? No. But
ouch.
Enjoy the censorship.
Shots are
Right.
fired.
shots.
it's
The
like-
shots are real tonight.
Wait, if we're talking about direct censoring against us, the only person who's censored any one of us is Cobra Team.
Right. Oh, that's true. That's true.
They did censor
Oh.
me,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't do anything that. Okay, I baited them pretty bad. I
I was
admit
say you
it.
baited them, dude. And it wasn't even really censorship. They just straight up deleted your shit. Like,
Was it
Yeah.
a great bait, mate?
Oh, dude,
It
it was
was.
the greatest bait.
if you're interested, we have our dear friend over there who does named Jim Sterling. Who
He's
does
not a dear
the-
friend. He doesn't know any of our names. He doesn't know that we exist.
I had some bevs with them the other night.
Don't tell.
Cool guy.
Don't tell the truth. Never tell the truth. Okay, so
Wow, ouch.
No.
Now you know who's on your side. Definitely not
Right.
Quode.
definitely not Quode. Anyways,
Scooter Dawn on your side.
oh man, yeah, I could never be like that. Oh man, but talking about clans, and talking about RuneScape, dealing with it, clans have always been I want to say an important portion of the game. PvP, although RuneScape is a garbage game now, back in the day,
Rest in
considering that it
peace,
was
RuneScape.
rest in peace, RuneScape,
A moment of
2004,
silence.
2004, 2009, GG, best years. Oh man. And it was, oh man, for anybody who lived back in those days and didn't have Steam, back in the dark ages, where CD-ROMs controlled your gaming experience, RuneScape was the only cheap, pixel-based web browser game you could play and actually waste a lot of time on.
I don't
Rest in
actually know the
peace.
rest of taps. Loop back
Anyways.
around.
I actually know it. I actually know it.
Dubstep
But,
Well,
remix.
my sister knows it too, but
okay.
I used to know it
but,
because I heard her practice it 20 bazillion freaking times.
Yeah, well, it's an important thing.
It is. No, I agree. It is very important.
Don't want to fuck that up, especially
No.
at your grandma's funeral. I mean,
No.
what?
Well, was your grandma military? That's only for military funerals.
Yeah.
Correct.
Genius. His grandma was special forces. She was the only
She was-
female Green Beret.
She was the only female allowed in the Green Beret sex dungeon. I mean,
Oh, what?
what? Oh, shots fired. But oh, man.
Her rank was private's first class.
Private first class. Gotta love it. But anyways, but going into clanning, there was a rather large tournament held by the clanning community, and when I say the clanning community, I mean Jagex. Choke on our dick.
Oh.
And so the clans that classify themselves as pure clans decided to duke it out. Now there was a little bit of there's a little bit of a butthurtness that went on during these escapades. To give you the short version, two clans decided to bring as many people as they could bring, right?
Ooh,
So
did
it was
they
like-
do?
Imagine two fraternities going at it, right? But it's two
Prank
gay
war?
fraternities, and they're trying to fuck each other as much as possible. So, but here's what they do, right? So instead of just like bringing all of the men in the fraternity, each one of them invited the men who have graduated college already and are no longer in fraternities, right? So you had older men going in and swooshing around with younger men. So anyways, what happened is the one frat party got more ejaculations than the other one, and then it turned into this huge, like, oh my god, look at this video! And so what happened is all of the judges of the orgy got together, aka Jagex, and they all got together around their little YouTube screens, right? And as they're watching this orgy take place, they're sitting there looking at all the names that weren't actually submitted on the member lists. And when they did that, all hell broke loose.
And when they did that,
apparently,
the hell hath broken.
the hell hath broken. Because basically, what happened is, both clans went and showed up for the fight, right? One clan got
They
completely...
showed up for the rumble. They had their leather
Yeah, they showed up
jackets
for
and
the
their
rumble.
switchblade combs.
Their switchblade, like in the movie
Switchblade
Grease,
comb.
their switchblade coats, all of that shit.
Combs?
And basically,
I don't think
coats.
switchblade coats exist.
switchblade coats. Think about it. No, dude, like a cape, like the Batman cape with
Oh,
blades
that'd
at the
be
end of
sweet.
it.
That'd
Can you
be sweet.
imagine? Like, I
But
know Batman doesn't
I'm talking
kill,
about
but...
I'm talking about the switchblade combs.
Oh, I
Switchblade
see.
combs.
Yeah,
where
that's a pretty good idea.
No, those exist.
I know. I'm just saying, like, that would be something. That'd be a good.
I was
like,
making a joke with
in-game
their greased hair. They had the greasers and the jocks. They were gonna have a
All
rumble
the
on the west
other
side of
kids
town.
With their pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my gun. All right,
So basically,
Ba-da-ba-dum.
essentially, so there's people invited, correct?
right. Invites.
So-
Literally, that's
so
what they're called. Invites.
Essentially, people are getting mad over mercenaries. Is that what
True.
it is?
True. No, that's exactly what it is. Like, and here's the thing: they're more like.
Imagine
sluts.
this in real wartime, though. Like, we have a PMC, and then people are like, no, you can't do that. Like, the UN gets all pissed off or something.
the UN like draws a big sign that says no PMCs allowed, and then as they get like shanked in the back offices, like they're sitting, the PMC is like, fuck you too, man, fuck you guys. I don't know why I made them Asian, but cool.
That wasn't even Asian. I don't know
I
what
don't
that
even know
was.
what that was.
That was like you were trying to be like Cheech when he was 8.
Oh, damn, Cossack. Ouch. Below the belt. But no,
The small
Slayer,
target
they
to
weren't
hit.
even. Here's the thing: they weren't even like mercenaries. They're literally like people who no longer play the game, and they did it for free. Like they're like that slut that you invite to the house party at a reunion to try to prove that you have a girlfriend. Like,
Except people
Lol.
don't get mad about that and effing and vilify you from the community.
they
So
extradite
basically,
you.
they're instead of being just mercenaries, they were basically they're warrior trolls.
Yeah, no,
They're like, lol. We're just gonna jump in this for the lulls.
yeah, well,
The
literally, that's
lulls
what
are
it was.
real.
They were like the lulls, and what made the lulls even better was that there were invites on both sides, but the invites for one clan were better than the other. But the other clan that lost was
They
just
can't
pissed
help it if they have
because
actual lives and have more friends that they can
exactly.
add.
Yeah, and
Hey,
that's
it's
the other
called
thing
having
that's
good
silly.
social skills. It's called having good leadership. They were
That's the truth of
you
it.
didn't see the recruiting. The recruiting drive was real. They were like, "Come with me, my friends. We ride to victory on the fields of Runescape. We will defeat the other Pierre clan. They may invite 20, but our invites will number in the thousands.
And so,
Our invites will blot out the sun.
so
They will
was
blot
there
out the
any
stars in the skies.
Now, quote.
Megatron, yes! We shall ride through the
There will be
skies.
2 invites for every blade of grass in the fields."
What were you trying to say, Slayer?
So was there any like grand prize, like money or anything, or is this bragging rights?
This was like a digital dick contest. Like whoever won the match had like the dick that was like 2 centimeters longer than the other one. That's pretty much all it was. And there's no verification.
Thwarted!
In case you were curious.
Thwarted again!
But
By
so
invites.
essentially, they were fighting over nothing.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's really why it's silly to begin with. Like, the fact that there is drama stirred out of nothing. Like, okay, I should rephrase it. There is something that's out of it. In game, there's a little clan cup, like a little plaque, where the champions of the tournament get their clan name inscribed on it. Not
And
the
they
member names.
and they get
just
to
the
they
clan
get to
name.
they get to do a victory lap around the dark forest with their clan leader holding the plaque high, and they
Actually-
and chariots of
So
fire
essentially-
playing in the background.
No, Cossack, back in the day, in the arena, like after the battle is over, the winning clan would take off all their gear and do a victory lap naked around the actual clan cup. So
Now
that's
now
actually
now
very
to complete
true.
it though, they have to have chariots of fire playing.
Oh, okay.
Just I feel like that needs to be a movie now.
Chariots of Fire featuring.
Well, Chariots of Fire already is a movie.
Oh, GG. Shows
Ox.
how that awkward moment where the guy on the cast doesn't know fucking movies. GG.
No, but I'm saying like just for like that clan war, just shows them like running around the dark forest. The plaque shows their RuneScape characters, and then it zooms in on each person's RuneScape character, and it has like the end of the movie where it has the text wall that comes up and goes like Jimmy went on to be a grand pianist at Carnegie Hall. Johnny
They-
or Adam was or sorry. Tommy was arrested for trying to join ISIS.
No.
You struck
And
so
the-
close to the hammer with that. You struck so close to the hammer that I don't want to touch it. But we're gonna leave that.
We're gonna leave that be. We're gonna leave that be for those of you who know about it, and for the rest of you who don't, just leave it be.
Take our word for it. Take our word for it. Jesus Christ.
Essentially, it's like, and the leader got out of his mom's basement.
And he saw the
and
light for the
went
first
to his
time,
dad's.
and immediately was sunburned badly because his skin was too pale from not going out in sunlight for years.
Young Johnny went out into the sunlight, and after
So he
spending
rolled out of the house because he was probably fat. From
Jason
all the...
Jason became a trucker, riding routes all the way from California to Washington D.C., living the
and he
dream
had a heart
of.
attack because he did
He had
jack all.
no. He got arrested for a string of prostitute murders along Route 66 in June of
man.
June of 07.
You gotta get your kicks.
Jesus Christ. No. And they lived happily ever after. That would
No, and
No,
then
no,
there
no,
has to be the tragedy too, because there's always that one guy who's like in the
Oh, yeah,
hospital.
yeah.
Like Tommy died of his, or no, not Tommy. We already used Tommy.
Jimmy.
Ron.
Gerald. Alright.
Ron died in his hospital bed after completing the battle and playing a key role in winning the victory. Ron died in his hospital bed of his leukemia with a smile on his face.
And a dick as hard as the movie.
And his last words were, "We did it, Ma. We won we won the plaque."
We got the digital plaque, guys.
Yay!
And then the final line of that needs to be, and not a single fuck was given that day.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Oh, man.
So now that we have
Um,
so I'll get the movie rights. We'll get Quentin Tarantino to direct.
Oh god.
Good
Nah, M.
choice.
Night Shyamalan.
No,
That's
no,
No,
something
no.
no.
else.
It'll be a Guy Ritchie movie. Guy Ritchie
It'll
movie.
be no. It should be a Guy Ritchie movie, as directed by Quentin Tarantino, with costume design by Tim Burton, starring Johnny Depp, that guy from The Departed,
That other guy from The Departed.
that other guy from The
The
Departed,
entire
And
cast
Liam
of Inception.
Neeson.
The entire cast of Inception and The Dark Knight Rises, which are basically
And
the same
Ocean.
cast.
and Ocean's 13.
And Ewan McGregor, because Obi-Wan Kenobi bitches.
For that, no, and it needs to say that in the trailer, just and finally, and featuring the talents of Ewan McGregor.
And everyone's gonna feel like, what?
Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Because-
motherfucker!
No, because Obi-Wan Kenobi, motherfuckers.
I love
In
how
a
you're doing
world.
the honest trailers. I love how you're doing the
Oh,
honest
yeah.
trailer voice right there.
Yeah.
Uh,
In a
Anyways.
world where not a single fuck is given. Two clans went head to head in a dying browser-based modern or in a dying browser-based MMORPG.
you about to say modern shooter?
Yeah, modern shooter.
Modern shooter featuring the skills of the Virgin Eye, the Archer from Hell, that troll from.
Yeah, no,
300.
there needs to be a scene where it shows like it zooms in on like there's just a mob of people and then it shows one guy with a bow and arrow going, "Lord is my shepherd, I shall fear no evil." Like that scene from frickin' Saving Private Ryan when he's up in the watchtower and he's like, or the guy needs to be going, "And I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for I know that my Lord is with me." And he's like
Yeah.
shooting his bow, clicking his mouse. No, and
Hell
it needs
yeah.
to
Do
it
we have
needs to show
Coolio
it needs to
doing
show
this?
that it needs to show the actual guy clicking the mouse. Like it needs to zoom it needs to be a tight zoom on his finger clicking the mouse button as he's saying
Yes.
it.
It needs like dramatic
And then it like and then
music,
it and then
too,
it needs to zoom in on the side of his face where it shows his eyes, like it angles at his eyes and it shows sweat dripping down his temple, like one drop of sweat. And he's just like and then it
Oh,
just
man.
oh
you
my
guys
god.
know how they have in the trailers how they have like tidbits of intense fight scenes?
Oh
There's
yeah.
tidbits
Yeah.
of intense clicking going on
Yeah,
No,
just
with
click,
dramatic music
click,
backing
click,
it.
You just hear this sound right here. And that's all you hear.
and then they need to at the very beginning it needs to like show the preface where it, like at the very beginning of the movie where it has like you know in those war movies where it has like the text preface.
Oh yeah.
It needs to have that, and then it needs to like it was like in what year was this, by the way?
What? Does this happen?
1492
Yeah,
because it's
like
ancient.
like what 2000?
This year, like
Okay,
2 weeks ago.
oh
Like,
really?
yeah, like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay, sorry. Well, fine then. Okay, July 2014. Two RuneScape clans went head to head for bragging rights.
Right.
Much controversy was spawned from this victory. This is the story of those two clans. And then it needs to go like boom, like the Inception
Like from
dub,
Inception?
the Inception drop just
The bass.
boom, and it like needs to do like a panning overview shot of this huge battlefield filled with guys like battling, and it needs to go like semifinals of tournament or like quarterfinals of tournament, blah 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 clan versus blah 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 clan, June or like yeah, like June 30th, like 2014, 8:57 p.m. Pacific
have the full
Pacific date
build-up happening.
or like GMT time, and it needs to show like the caller being like Like the callers, instead of like how they would normally sound, like you know how they have like that radio effect in all the movies with like at the beginning where it always has like the background noise, like when it's showing the opening credits of war movies and it has like the background operators, like the radio operators in the background going like Tango 27, this is Papa Bear 33339. Please restate your position over, except it's the callers going like
It'd be more like, all right, boys, we're about to go out there with our dicks out, and we're gonna fuck 'em right in the pussy. And I mean that with every ounce of jizz in my
and then it'll be
ballsack.
and it'll be like we need Zach Zor 29 and the 5 wizards nearest to him to move to point Delta Beta Zeta.
Be like, be sure to have your overheads up and your binds ready. Thank you kindly.
Like, and then it's like just Roger that, Dick Swizzle 29. This is Zach Zor 69 moving to position. And it has to have that radio static effect that they have in the war movies.
Over.
And it needs to be like way faded in the background where you can barely hear it, so that like that because it shows like the opening credits of the movie, like Quentin Tarantino movie, written by Guy Ritchie or whatever.
Yes. Oh Jesus.
And it shows like these clan battles, and it needs to show a montage of all these clan battles, and it needs to show some bullshit news clips of like, and the like blah 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 clan is giving a strong showing this year, blowing through the preliminary rounds of the tournament, smashing all their opposition. But in the quarterfinals, they're going to have a tough match. That's when it needs to start. It's like, and the match is underway. And it looks like the blah 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 clan is making a hard push. Like 30 minutes, and then it like fast forwards like rapidly through 30 minutes of footage.
Like VHS settings, like
Yeah. Yeah, and they've done it. They've won the match.
Well, that's. I mean, to be honest, you wouldn't even need to fast forward
Yeah.
through it. You could literally just watch it. Like it's done within 3 minutes. I mean,
Oh,
what?
okay. I don't know what I'm talking about. So
You're good,
you know,
you're good, dude.
Dude.
Good, dude.
so now that we have the basic outline for how this movie needs to be made, shot for shot.
Right. Who are we gonna get
Hey,
to
man.
produce it? I'm definitely not feeling Sony. I'm not feeling.
Oh no
Sony
no
right
no
now.
no 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 Sony.
Sony.
No Sony.
I was thinking about going out on a.
How about
limb
Miramax?
and- ooh, not a bad idea. Miramax, maybe Pixar. Get like
Yeah,
a little.
Pixar. Yeah, Pixar.
Dude, yeah, family fun. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it.
Disney
like
could
it.
do it. It could be a Disney
No,
film.
no,
no,
not
I'm
Disney.
just kidding.
Let's just have Pixar. Because
But no, Pixar's more of a kids-friendly one. We want some. It would probably be more like a Bad Robot.
ooh. Yeah. I feel that. I like that. I'm down. I could go with that. Oh man.
Well, now that we have this
Dude-
movie idea down,
Dude,
I
right?
think
Like, I got so wrapped up in the movie idea. I'm just like,
I think we need to close this out because I think we've gone overtime by quite a bit.
actually, we're actually under by 10 minutes. We still
We
got
are?
time to. Yeah,
Oh,
we
then
got-
but, no, that's actually timed perfectly for the outro. Then
right. Exactly. Which
I dig.
I dig.
Don't we like
dig it.
spotlight a game every week now?
We did
That's
that
a new
already.
thing
Oh,
since
we
last
did.
week.
We did Payday. 2
Slayer, we
again.
explained
Oh.
it to you
Silly.
earlier.
Silly.
Well, essentially, we need to like iterate that. Like this, the spotlight game of the week brought to you by
No,
crappy movie
no.
ideas.
No.
No, I'm just thinking about pointing people in a direction that they might want to play, like
Like
a
of a
they
game.
might be
That's
interested in
that
playing.
was the game Spotlight earlier.
Yeah. So
Not like we're sponsored by the dudes who made Payday or Insurgency.
Yeah, we by the way, we're not
Right.
affiliated with Overkill Studios or any of their other affiliates, which I don't think they really
Or
have
New
any.
World Interactive, who makes Insurgency.
Oh,
Correct.
yeah. Or
we claim
or what? Jagex?
Jagex Corporation,
Yeah.
Jagex Limited. We
Well,
claim
we're definitely not affiliated with them.
we're definitely not affiliated.
And even
with
if we
any-
were, we wouldn't be after this. We'd probably be fired.
Well,
Right.
why would I be siding with the
With the
a
scrub-
company
with the
that's
scrub
ran out of
basket?
a mom's basement?
Damn.
Damn.
No, but for real, guys, everything that we have said so far in this podcast is completely based off of our opinions and our
And
observations
jokes.
and
I
experience.
like how we have to have a disclaimer now, man.
Right. I know,
Right.
Man,
Well,
that's a part of the
If you want to find us on Twitter, it's at Virtual Psychos. We have a WordPress website that I don't think we've updated in forever, but we're gonna be
We'll have
at
links in the description. We'll have links in the description down below.
yeah, and we're actually gonna be on a different website now. Quode, you can tell us more about that.
We'll also be posting links as well as other content, whether it be thoughts on clanning or
I was
any
talking
other
about
games
Shark
that
Bite.
pop up. Shark Brew, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was talking about
yeah.
Shark Brew.
Yeah.
We'll be over at www.sharkbrew.com, where if you're a RuneScape player, there's already a gaming community there. They're mostly PvP people, but it's a growing community over there. And like Cossack said earlier, we'll be on Twitter. We'll probably be on Twitter more now that we have a YouTube that it'll be easier to share with. So
Oh yeah.
look for us on Twitter. That's going to be the primary update feed for us. And follow us. We'll follow you. No harm
I
done.
believe we have someone to thank, don't we? For
We do
for a
have
few
someone to
favors.
thank.
Joined your
We
channel.
do have
User
someone to
was
thank.
moved out of your channel.
I would like to give
User
a quick
joined
shout
your
out
channel.
to my dear
John
friend.
Pulp, who just decided
Pulp.
to come
John
back
Pulp,
in.
you're too late.
Decided to
User was
join.
moved out of your channel. User joined your channel.
Stop fucking moving
Error.
me.
You
Error.
fuckers.
User was moved out of your channel. User joined your channel.
I don't want the black.
Dude, we
to
just
be
finished
moved.
the podcast.
We just finished the podcast, dude. You missed it. We're
It
in the
says
middle
the
of the
roundtable
outro.
podcast starts at 11 East. Oh, fucking East time.
Time difference.
The time difference is so real. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so like I was saying, guys, internet, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube.
The face palm is real.
The face.
This is-
Oh my god! Anybody who hears this video and makes it to the end, please just
Fucking
post
bullshit.
something. Just say, just say John Pulp problems. Just put hashtag JP problems. Just run it together. I don't give a fuck. Just run it together. Fuck. What time did you think it said? It said 11 EST.
Yeah,
I sent you a
I'm
message
out.
too. I said the podcast is starting.
Dude,
Jesus Christ. Special shout out to Slush Puppy for hooking us up with the TeamSpeak. Special shout out to Shark Brew for offering to advertise us. Special shout out to my boys
Your
Cossack,
mother.
Slayer, Gavin's mom.
or shooter as I prefer to be called. But yeah. Also, I should probably mention this now, seeing as we're winding down here. Not only does this podcast have a YouTube channel, but Quode, Slayer, and myself also have YouTube channels. You should check
Links
us
will be in the
out.
description as well.
Just
Yeah, we'll-
started, so
we'll
don't
have-
expect regular content from me.
Yeah,
Right.
none of us post regularly, but we do post frequently.
Just
I
you know,
got footage to edit.
right.
We'll say
Footage
that.
for days.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Days.
gaming footage that I probably should have edited like days ago, but I didn't.
Right. And also, if you're interested at hearing any of the bullshit, mundane stuff that happens between us, we have a pre-show recording that we release, and we also have a post-show recording that we release. And those videos may be up within the next week. It'll depend on editing and how long we spend on it. So,
And slander charges, maybe, for now.
so with that being said, from my good friend Scooter Dorn here, myself, Slayer, and
Yo.
the very late John Pulp, internet. Peace out. Have a good one.
Okay, so